Hi, I'm Rishabh from Bangalore International Academy, studying in grade 10th, here to present a video upon the control and coordinate system of the human body. For better understanding, let's move into the PPT presentation. The next topic is how does the transmission of information takes place in a neuron? The neuron communicates via both electrical signals and chemical signals. The electrical signals are the action potentials which transmit the information from one neuron to another. Chemical signals are neurotransmitters which transmit the information from one neuron to the next. Now, what is the action potential? The action potential is the change in the electrical potential associated with the passage of the pulse along the membrane of the muscle cell or the nerve cell. Since it is a physics term, that is the electrical potential. Let me just say to you in a short form that the electrical potential is nothing but the change in the charges from one end of the wire to another. This is in the case of a neuron. The next topic is the detailed understanding of the transmission of the electrical impulse in the nervous cell or a neuron. Now, this is a diagram of three neurons connected to each other. Here we can see the axonal terminal of the first neuron, and we can see the entire body of the second neuron, and just the cell body and the dendrites of the third neuron. Now, let me explain you how there's a transfer of information among them. Now, the electric impulse from the third neuron comes from the axonal terminal and axon, and then comes to the axonal terminal where they are converted into the chemical compounds, and these chemical compounds comes in contact with the dendrites of the second neuron, and from here they enhance the electricity, and the electricity from the dendrites starts to generate in the cyton, and this cytonal produced electricity passes through the axon, which might be as long as 1 meter, and again go into the axonal terminal of the second neuron, and from here it gets converted into the neurotransmitters, also known as the chemical compounds, who again generates the electric signals in the third cyton, and this process continues until the information reaches the brain. The information which is passed through the form of electricity is known as the electrical impulse. These electrical impulse are the coded messages which goes and to the brain, and the brain interprets and gives the information back to the receptors or the motor neurons, which carry the information to the muscles to give the reaction to the particular stimuli. Next, transmission of impulse at the synapse phase. Now, you might be wondering, why was there a change of the electrical impulse into a chemical compound known as the neurotransmitter? The main reason is because two neurons are not directly connected to each other. Between each neuron at one's axonal terminal and on the other's dendritic terminal, there is a gap known as the synapse. The synapse is the gap present between the axonal terminal and the dendrite of the two neurons. Since the electricity cannot be passed without the conductor, hence this electrical impulse gets transformed into a specific chemical compound which initiates a chemical reaction in the body of the cyton of another neuron, which generates the electrical signals, and this electrical signals just pass through the next neuron. Now, let me introduce what is a synaptic transmission. The synaptic transmission is the process of the synapse by which a chemical signal is released from one neuron and diffuses to another neuron or targets wherever it generates a signal which excites, inhibits, or modulates the cellular activity. That's all for today's video. Thank you. And once again, I'm Rishabh from class 10th A from School Bangalore International Academy. Have a wonderful day ahead.